Hello everyone, I am coming at you with another uh, meal of the day video. In this case, I'm doing dinner. So tonight's dinner is going to be a lazy spaghetti. I'll call it two. I have a spaghetti one up. But this one, the ingredients I believe are a little different. Not too much, but you know. So I'll just call it lazy spaghetti part two. So anyway, it's gonna be a full tutorial. I'm not sure. So what I have here are my ingredients. I've already placed the ground beef in my saucepan, and I have a pack. Well, it was a pack. That's actually gonna be your next video. So you'll have to see. You know, sometimes I like to make use of my leftover pasta sauces or whatever. And so I was asked to make it today. It was a hit, so that'll be your next video. So right now I have 3 sausages. Sweet Italian sausage, that's what I like to use. Okay. And then I have black pepper, garlic powder as always. I have oregano. I don't have Italian seasoning, but it's okay. I did this last time with oregano. It was still a hit. This is parsley flakes. Seasoning salt, as always. I use the adobo with the red cap. I have my spaghetti sauce. You can use any sauce of your choice. This is ragu, and then I have Hunt's. Usually I use Prego, but I did not do the shopping this time, but I'm still going to make it taste great, so it does not matter. I have sugar. Also, I've already cut some green peppers and onions up, in which I'm going to add as well. So I am going to get started, and I'm going to first start by adding the green peppers and onions to my saucepan with the ground beef. So what I like to do is I start, I turn the stove on, let the ground beef heat up a little, and then I add like the green peppers and the onions or whatever, and that's completely optional, but that's what I like to do. And then I like mix it around and let it brown. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to sit here and do this, but like I said, I just mix it around, let it brown, and I'll show you what I do next. Now that I have my ground beef boiling, not boiling, frying, I put my 3 sausage in the pot. And I'm actually, the sweet Italian sausage, and I'm actually going to boil them until they get to a nice brown color. And I'll show you what I do next. So now I'm just putting the meat back. I've already strained all the excess oil. Don't want an oily sauce. So that's what I'm doing. And now I'm going to add my sauce. But before I add my sauce, I'm going to season. Now, again, when I season, this channel is all about simplicity, so it's pretty much the same. And again, I've never had any complaints, so it's just going to be, again, the same thing. So I'll do a teaspoon of seasoning salt. I'm going to do a teaspoon of oregano. And garlic powder. As well as, that's a teaspoon of the parsley flakes. And then, as usual, as I've done in several of my videos, it tells you it's the same thing all the time. I do an 1/8 teaspoon of pepper, and that is it for the seasonings. Like I said, it's all simplistic when it comes to this channel. And then I just mix all this stuff around. Sausage is still boiling, and then I'm going to go ahead and add the first jar of sauce. And that's the big jar of ragu that I had. And I'm just going to fill that up with some water because I use everything And then I'm gonna toss that in there. So even though I added that big jar of ragu, that's still not enough. So now I'm gonna go ahead and add a can of Hunt's. And the same rules apply. Still gonna put water. I'm gonna use everything. Get my money's worth. So yeah. Okay. And from the looks of it, I don't think I'll have to add anything else. I will, however, add my last ingredients, which I always save for last, which is the sugar. Now at this point is when I'm going to determine how sweet or how acidic I want it to be. I do not like acidic spaghetti, sauce. I actually like to use a little sugar just to sweeten it up a little bit, but trust me, it's so good, and especially the next day, it's so good, trust me. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab the sugar from the table, and I will give you an exact amount for the purpose of the video. So I'll give you an exact amount of the tablespoons of sugar that I use, because yes, I do it by tablespoons when doing this, for the sugar anyway. So at this point, I believe I did about 4. I'm not ready yet. I'm just mixing it to make sure that it's, you know, it's like thoroughly in there. Just mix it around nicely. And I'll come back and tell you when I get the exact amount. So for me, what I do, I did 7 tablespoons of sugar, and that's actually a lot of sauce, so it's not like it's gonna be super sweet, trust me. It's not. This is a lot of sauce. Now that my sausage are done boiling, I just basically split them down the middle, and now I have a pan of oil and it is heating up. I'm just going to fry them. I'm going to fry my sausage until they're nice and brown, and once they're nice and brown on this side, I'm going to flip them over, get them nice and brown on the other side. You know, just strain them a little in paper towel, slice them up, add them to my sauce. So I will see you when they're nice and brown. So I've already flipped one over, and this is pretty much the coloring that I'm looking for. I'm going to turn the others over in a minute. Let me see. Yeah, I'm just going to let that cook a little more. But yeah, that one is fine. And again, I'm just letting the outside brown. So I'll be back in a minute when I'm all done with the sausage. So, you know, now you see I let it brown on this side, flip it over. These are done. Again, they're the color that I was looking for. I'm going to flip these over. They just need to cook a little bit more. And I'm going to drain them and cut them and show you my next step. So I just cut the sausage up, and now I'm just going to dump it in. Usually it would be more, but obviously, you know, like I said, I used them earlier, and which you will see in the next video that I do. So yeah, but it still gives it like a nice flavor, you know, a nice little taste. My mother used to do it anyway, like when we were growing up. She would put Italian sausages, or sweet Italian sausage. That's the one I like. I don't like the hot ones. So now I'm doing it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring this to a nice little boil. And once it gets to a nice little boil, I will show you what I do next. Even though the sauce is boiling, it's still not what I'm looking for, but almost. See how this part is not even moving. I'm gonna actually start my noodles, and since I'm not showing that, I'll tell you what I do. I get like a nice large pot, I fill it up with water. It's pretty easy. Bring that to a nice rapid, like a strong rapid boil. I'm using 2 packs of noodles, but either way, once it gets to a really, really good boil, I just let the noodles boil for 7 minutes. After 7 minutes, I strain it and I let cold water run over it. In fact, before I even place the noodles in the strainer, I already have cold water running in the strainer, so it's already nice and cool. Also, before I boil the noodles, I salt the pot, like the water, just a little bit. But again, like I said, I have the cold water already going in the strainer. I strain it, I let the cold water run over it, and I get, I forget what it's called, but I get like a fork or something and just keep mixing it around while the cold water is running to prevent it from sticking, but usually it does not. If done correctly, it never sticks. So yeah, at this point, the sauce is still not the consistency that I would like. Get just a little bit more. I need it a little bit more. But it's almost there, but not quite. But like in a few minutes, then actually, yeah. So now I'm just going to turn the temperature up. And again, when it gets to that consistency, then I'll come back and tell you how long I let it simmer for. Because I'm going to let it simmer. Now that the sauce is at the consistency that I want, I'm now going to put it on simmer, and I'm going to let it cook for an hour and 15 minutes. That's it. And that's that. Again, I'm letting it simmer for an hour and 15 minutes. I have it on the lowest setting, which is 1. That is it. Again, I have an electric stove, as I always mention, so 1 on simmer. That's why I wanted to get it to that really good boil. Okay, so that's it. I will call you when everything is all done. By the way, this is what I use for, see, I didn't go shopping. Usually I get the one with just the cheese. I mean, the pizza is cool, but we already have spaghetti with sauce. That's why I like to go when it's time for food shopping. But anyway, you know, Texas toast with like the 4 cheese is so good. Like, I have to have that when I make spaghetti. So yeah, that'll be my little side Texas toast. So good. Noodles are all done, and I just wanted to show you. See, and this is actually going to be my plate, so I can do this. They're not like sticking together or anything. So if you follow my instructions, and they'll come out like perfectly every time. So I'm going to add my sauce. And I'll just add in my sauce. And the vegetables I'm looking at are nice and tender. No crunchy, hard vegetables in there. And that's it for me. That's how I do it. And then I'll mix it around. So I'll just like mix it around, whatever. Usually I wait. And I'm going to add some bread. Texas toast, of course, on the side. And that is my dinner of the day, spaghetti. I hope you enjoyed the video. And that's it. And I'm going to enjoy this. Again, see you in the next video. And it will be very soon. And I think you'll like it. I made, like, well, just like I said, you'll see in the next video. Okay, bye.